this falls, I'm gonna be so mad. Okay. Archers.
Dog is gonna run.
Okay. On September 11th, 2001, the world stopped. I remember where I was that day. I was in 4th grade. I think it was Miss Bernhardt's class. I was the gang member in that class. We were in class, and over the intercom we kept hearing, so-and-so, please come to the main office for early dismissal. So-and-so, please come to the main office for early dismissal. And none of us knew what was going on. We were thinking, oh, we called it the go-home day, until we found out what happened. We're like, oh, it's go-home day. And me, being the downer I was like, I'm going to probably be the only one left. And then they called my name down, and I got down, I was like, awesome, I'm going home. And I got in the car, my mom's dead quiet, stupid mosquito. My mom's dead quiet, we're in the car, and she's driving me home, and I said, what's the occasion, or something like that, I can't remember what I said, and she goes, Ricky, you remember the Twin Towers? Because I don't remember where we saw them, but I used to be able to see them on the horizon, these two little towers, back when my vision was still good. And I said, yeah. And she goes, well, they fell. I was like, what? Someone knocked over the Twin Towers. So, that was, and me being in 4th grade didn't really know what that meant. And my stepbrother, who was a complete a-hole, came home and goes, Ricky, you want to know why they called it, 911 day? I was like, because I'm stupid, I was like, no. He goes, really? It's September 11th, you idiot. Oh, yeah. So, 9/11. And then I remember one day I went with my dad to his work, and we found this poster that said wanted. It had Osama bin Laden's ugly mug on it, back when it was still whole. And it said dead or alive, and someone crossed out alive and it just said dead.
I too was in 4th grade. I was, who was my teacher? Miss Smith was my teacher. Such a simple name. And yeah, everybody was going home. I didn't get to go home like until 10:45, 11 o'clock.
Like me.
Yeah, and I was on the lunch line. I remember being the next person to go up. And my teacher comes out to me, Brian, your mom's here to pick you up. And I was like, oh, okay. Can I just get my lunch? And she's like, no, you gotta go. Your mom really needs to get you out of here. And my brother was in school too, so I had to go get my brother. And he was in kindergarten. Yeah, he was in kindergarten. And I just remember. Yeah, he started a year old. Yeah, he was in kindergarten, and we get in the car, and I'm like, Mom, what's going on? And my dad was in the car too, and my dad just turns to me and goes, Brian, we can't tell you right now. I was like, but why? And my mom turns around and goes, something happened to the Twin Towers. And at the time, and still to this day, my two favorite buildings were the Twin Towers. And it was always my dream to one day go to the roof of both towers. Not like to the roof, but to like the top.
World Trade Center 11, you heard about that one? It's World Trade Center.
And
It fell late that day.
And I just remember thinking, something happened, oh my god, will I still be able to get that chance to go to the top? And fortunately, because that piece of crap, I will never be able to go to the top of those towers. But my story isn't quite over. In October of 2001, a month later, we received a letter in the mail, and it was addressed to my father, who was a construction worker back then, and it's saying that he was being called into duty to clean up the rubble from the disaster, and he was cleaning up Building 9, which I think was right next door.
Was that the one I'm thinking of?
Building 9 was I think it was.
It was the one that fell later that day. That's what I'm thinking of.
I think so. And
Say what?
yeah. And my dad, to this day, will not talk about it. Quite honestly, I don't blame him. What I do know is that he found a guy who happened to take a piece of the fallen tower. I think it was the North Tower, and he molded it into the shape of the Twin Towers out of a piece of the actual tower. And he had like 3 or 4 of them. My dad took one that was a little inaccurate because it was more original. Like, it was like his original one. So I do own a piece of burned molded steel from the tower. It's about like this wide, about this tall, and it's got to be at least 25-30 pounds.
See, the thing about 9/11 was, when that happened, the whole world stopped. A lot of people say, oh, the world didn't stop. The United States isn't the entire world.
For a brief moment,
everyone was like, the entire world stopped. I've seen videos I've seen the Pope breaking down crying. I've seen people in France stopping, having a moment of silence. I've seen people in England singing the national anthem. Here, it's like that kind of patriotism. You don't see that anymore. I see people
when it comes
on the streets going, "Let's go to the bar."
When it comes to a somewhat unprovoked attack,
everyone gets closer.
Like,
except Iraq or whoever it was that said, "You deserve it."
Yeah, like, we all become people. Like,
all are.
I mean, like, some people are. I mean, like, we become closer together as a world.
As a world, yeah.
It was a disaster, and yeah, schools around the country let out early because you never knew where it was going to strike.
There's a lot of people, like
it
a lot of
struck
kids
in Pennsylvania.
Let me tell you something.
See, here's the thing.
Yeah,
we're from
93, right?
Yeah, 93, which actually
those people were heroes.
Unfortunately, that was proven false.
What are you talking about?
Flight 93 was a terrorist mistake. The route they were taking, the route the plane was heading, the route they wanted to take, required a sharp turn. The plane couldn't handle it, and the plane lost control.
Those people went after the terrorists in the cockpit.
I'm sure
they knew that was going to happen, so they ditched early.
But like,
you could tell by the people know because of the. I know. I love all Americans except for the ones that piss me off and the bugs.
Yeah. But well, like the thing you gotta understand is, yeah, we are Americans, but what we don't really say often, what not many people realize is we are New Yorkers too. And for the most part, Manhattan and all those parts are attached to Long Island. Like, they are on Long Island, considered part of just the state itself, and we too are from the island. So it was something that nobody ever expected. Like they say it was like an attack on American soil, but it was an attack on our soil. It was something that, like,
it was bad. But it affected us more as we grew up, because at 9 years old we were too young to really understand what it meant. Well, at least I was.
Actually, you get this. September 11th is 9 days before my birthday. I was born on the 20th.
I remember hearing somewhere that Al-Qaeda originally planned to aim for America's nuclear plants, but they stopped it because they were afraid it would get out of control. And at that, I'd like for us both to say right now, to offer our condolences to families who lost someone during 9/11, and also say this: Bin Laden,
in your face!
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tomorrow all the things were gone. I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today. 'Cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA. Well, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.